Dubai's realty off to a promising start in 2025 with quarterly and record monthly results. The property market experienced a 23% year-on-year uptick in transaction volumes in the first 3 months of 2025. The growth was largely buoyed by a significant number of launches in the first quarter. Savills reported that more than 30,000 units were launched during the quarter, most of which were apartments. Developers like Azizi launched 2 mid-rise projects in January. Newcomer Reef Luxury Developments launched its second project. Branded residences by Marriott and The Chedi were also unveiled in the first quarter, adding to the total unit supply. Projects by DHG Properties and Amis Development will further enhance the appeal of Meydan, one of Dubai's most sought-after luxury hotspots. Off-plan sales were the cornerstone of transaction activity, representing 69% of the total. On the other hand, the secondary market, which comprises transactions in completed and handed over projects, made up the remaining 31% of transactions. Apartment sales accounted for the majority of transactions at 81% in the ready segment, reflecting its dominance in Dubai's housing stock. Looking at the market overall, apartments dominated sales activity, accounting for 76% of all transactions. However, the villa and townhouse segment witnessed a notable resurgence, with transactions rising from 18% in the previous quarter to 24% in Q1 2025. Prominent micro-markets located along the Al Khail corridor, including Jumeirah Village Circle, Dubai Land, Damak Hills 2, The Valley and Damak Lagoons accounted for 55% of total transaction volumes and 56% of all newly launched residential units. Land saturation and limited affordability in the city's core residential locations have pushed development toward peripheral areas. Dubai's prime residential market performed well in the first quarter of 2025, underpinned by the city's sustained appeal for high net worth individuals. Demand was driven by the strong quality of life proposition, a low tax environment, easy business setup costs, and the strength of the Golden Visa program. Over 1,300 units were transacted at values exceeding the 10 million dirham mark in the first quarter, marking a 31% year-on-year increase. Contrary to the wider market, villas dominated prime transactions with 73% of market share, recording a 52% year-on-year rise. Leveraging on this momentum, Dubai's real estate market broke record with monthly sales collection of 62.4 billion dirhams in April, soaring 95.3% in value from the same month last year. As many as 17,979 transactions were recorded last month, a 55.4% year-on-year surge from April 2024, making it the third best-selling month on record in terms of volume. April's transaction record builds upon annual collection of 761 billion dirhams in 2024, reflecting incessant growth in market performance. The latest figure tops the previous monthly sales peak of 61.1 billion dirhams in October last year. Sales of primary or ready-to-sell units, particularly in Palm Jebel Ali and the Oasis by Emaar, further contributed to the charge, touching 34.2 billion dirhams in value, a 124% increase from April 2024, according to Property Finder. Meanwhile, the off-plan segment achieved a record 28 billion dirhams in sales across over 7,700 transactions, up 67% in value and 66% in volume from April 2024. Meanwhile, the off-plan segment achieved a record 28 billion dirhams in sales across over 7,700 transactions, up 67% in value and 66% in volume from April 2024. The most expensive individual property sold in April was a luxury villa at Palm Jumeirah, which fetched 180 million dirhams. Top performing areas in April include Jumeirah Village Circle, Business Bay, and Dubai Marina. First-time sales from developers was significantly higher than resales, accounting for 67% of both volume and value.